Hey everyone, it's Teemu here. Today I'm going to tell you about the creative process of the song The Saviour that I just released. And how I put everything together. So everything started somewhere around the January of 2021 once I was spending time in a lockdown. It was the second month of the lockdown here in Denmark, and I felt a little bit like really frustrated and also like mentally that was quite challenging time. But what I really came up with around that time was to come up with the idea of presenting everything in the form of music, like kind of document what I'm going through by writing something new music. So that was like one thing that was like, I think it was a solid plan. And besides that, I thought it may be a cool to do a little like demo of the amp profiles that I've been using. So I kind of blended those two ideas together and started to see what I come up with and create like a demo song. So as a result, I made this like a video about like, oh, I'm writing a song or riffs with these Friedman BE100 profiles that I got some time ago and I've been using for production. So that kind of defined as well the tuning that I started to use for songwriting, which was this like a C sharp standard tuning with the lowest string tuned to G sharp. So it's almost around the same as the drop A tuning with a 7-string guitar, and then you just tune the whole thing a half step down. So basically I thought that would be a really cool idea as well, production wise, to combine the 7-string guitar and the 6-string guitar together. So that was a little production trick that I started to experiment with, and that's basically how the main riff and the rest of the guitar tracks came together for this song. The intro melody is actually, at first, it was written with a 7-string or recorded, as you can see from this little clip. And besides that, I started to more like focus on the riff writing with a 6-string guitar, and then that's kind of where everything started to evolve, so to say. So basically, yeah, it all started with a demo song, and then besides that, I started to write a little bit like riffs. The intro riff basically was a little bit like a progressive thing so that would be the approach, but then I just started to experiment a little bit more where I could go with the riffs that I come up with. So I kind of just took the riff writing approach to specific parts, and that's how the harmony came for this song. Once the harmony and the riffs were put together, I actually started working on the solo was kind of the next thing, and also the keys, because one thing that I was thinking about for once I was starting the writing process for the EP was to also use more keyboards on this record. So I think I layered some like synths first to this song and then started working on the solo later on during the spring. And for the solo I wanted to put the bar really high. I wanted to make it to be like really technical, and also I found out the following clip that I wanted it to be. Here I just tried to put as many notes as possible for the first part of the solo, but still keep it fairly melodic part. So the main idea for the solo was to write a really like shreddy, but also keep it really melodic at the same time. And I'm a huge fan of the tapping technique, so I thought it may be also a cool idea to like try to be really rhythmical in one solo and use different approaches to it. So yeah, that's how I came up with the solo itself. But the funniest thing about the song itself was that, yeah, I wrote the lyrics last. During the riff writing and producing phase, I kind of had the idea how the lead melody would go, and I kind of knew what this song was going to be about. Like, I had the idea of writing those lyrics about this, like the Saviour, or yeah, having like someone to just rewind and like getting rid of this like pandemic situation that was going on in the world. So I think it was around May, maybe part of June, once I came to get up with the like the more polished idea how I would write the lyrics. So basically I just started writing the lyrics to this song with that concept in my mind, and I think it was around the end of June once I had a trip to Finland to have like a summer vacation, and it was like the first trip to Finland after like 1.5 years because of the pandemic situation. During that trip I finished those lyrics, you know, I came up with the like how the melody should go, how the lyrics, you know, should be put in place to make it work. And then I kind of recorded those, like the demo vocals at that point, and it seemed like, once I did those demo vocals, it was obvious, like, okay, this is how this song should go. But I wasn't entirely happy with those vocal tracks that I had recorded, so I started to think about different options for that part, or for those tracks to this song. And once I was able to travel again to Finland, I thought that that's the place where I have to put this all. Like I have to finish those vocal tracks in Finland, because for some reason it just felt the most natural way to end this journey with this song and these songs. All these new songs are basically recorded with in Finland, the vocal melodies, and the rest of them are basically recorded here in Denmark. So yeah, basically that is how this song was put together. So all the like pre-production, the guitar tracks were done somewhere in between of January 2021 and then the I think around May of 2021. So it took 5 months to do those tracks to this song, and then so during those last 3 months I just did some final adjustments here and there and made sure that it's going to be good song. So yeah, that's how it all was put together. The lyrics themselves, yeah, it's basically, I don't have much to add about that side of the things. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Hit thumbs up, leave a comment, and remember to subscribe and leave the notifications on so you'll get to know once I release or upload more content like this. So yeah, hopefully see you on the next one. Goodbye.